Correspondent Dan Springer looks at why a wealth of fuel is not making its way to a gasoline station near you.
Shell Oil Company was planning a big announcement this week about America's energy future. It would finally move ahead with plans to tap the estimated 27 billion barrels of oil in the U.S. portion of the Arctic Ocean. But 5 years and $4 billion into the process of clearing all the hurdles, Shell still doesn't have all the permits it needs or a clear roadmap for getting them.
We're not disputing any of the high standards that we're being asked to work with. What's concerning to us is the fact that there's not any real certainty on how these processes will be met.
The Environmental Protection Agency has come under fire from conservatives for rejecting Shell's air permit, despite the fact the closest village to any drilling is 70 miles away and has 245 people. The agency's appeals board, whose members are appointed by Secretary Lisa Jackson, is made up of all registered Democrats and includes a former activist with the Environmental Defense Fund. Earth Justice now has a second air permit challenge in front of the appeals board. Alaska's lone congressman is irate.
The state has a right under our Constitution to develop our resources and has a right to not only develop but deliver those resources. And I like to tell them to tell the EPA and the appeals board to go suck an egg.
The EPA is not the only one holding up Arctic drilling. Shell still needs approvals from an alphabet soup of federal agencies: the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management Regulation and Enforcement, the National Marine Fisheries Service, the Army Corps of Engineers, the Fish and Wildlife Service, and the Coast Guard. Alaska native and subsistence whaler Kingick says it's still not enough regulation.
Look what happened to our brothers and sisters down in the Gulf, the fishermen. They lost everything. I feel sorry for them. I don't want to lose everything up north. We've been living like this for thousands of years.
After a lengthy review following the BP spill, President Obama has signaled his support for oil exploration in the Arctic. But environmental groups are undeterred. Every one of the permits Shell needs to drill is either currently in court being challenged or soon will be. In Seattle, Dan Springer, Fox News.
A senior German official says European leaders may not agree on a plan to address debt until Christmas. Treasury Secretary